fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis
Man, I hate
Colts.
playing in this stadium. All because of that midfield glare.
Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Let's see how he handled the blitz. Damn, sometimes coffee can taste so good.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
They'll come up second and 6 now from the 24.
Okay.
On second down, it's Drake. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Call it a gain of 7, and it gives him a new set of downs. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings?
Don't tell me she took yours.
That he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. On first down, Drake, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. A nice gain of 21 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now a handoff for Drake.
Yeah.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden, it's third down.
Come on, let's go.
On the give, this is Drake. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
And tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
On second down, here's Wilson. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, it's Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
And they'll go on the ground. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And they'll run it here. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. And they'll go with the ground attack here. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Come on, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun.
See, man, I hate this shit. You can't fucking see.
He goes. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? That glare.
Kenyon Drake with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts are in for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Oh, shit.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will
Say,
send
you
this
better
away.
find something.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
YouTuber
Here's
just came
2nd and 10
online.
now from the 35.
Yep.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Being chased out left. His throw incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there. And I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you. I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh?
And connecting here with DJ Shark. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Right back to him on 1st down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it
Damn,
really
the
does
tight end I just picked up off of somebody's squad before this game just got hurt.
End of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And gone for the game. Shoulder tear.
Mm-hmm. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Gun.
They'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will tie things up at 6-6. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up. No balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts.
Oh, it wasn't
what does that mean, break out
the wig YouTuber. It was the other YouTuber, Hollywood.
I have no idea.
Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field.
Gotcha.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. $23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Here we go again.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, what's going on? It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Tempo.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Open man right side is Shark. And he'll go down at the 28. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on third down.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning them into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Are they doing no huddle?
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Here's Wilson. They'll set up the screen to Drake. No gain, and it's 2nd down. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On 2nd down, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week.
Oh, you and Rhodes playing already?
To talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smiles.
Yeah, and we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Jabal Sheard. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Buying time to his left. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. All even through one half of football as we get back underway in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Now a handoff looking right. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Losing 9 yards there. And it also brings up 4th. And the Jaguars send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do in the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a solid run down inside the 30. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's to the 10 and finally down at the 9-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
On 1st and goal, Drake. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal. That's what they wanted out of that 1st down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in, and now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side. Line up quickly and go, or savor it a little bit, but I run right back at them.
Only a yard on the sneak, not what he was hoping for, and it's 3rd down.
Yeah, partner, they went a little conservative, didn't they? And they ended up marking it.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Russell Wilson taking it in. And the Colts are in for 6.
Partner, that was simply an example of getting low, wasn't it?
It was indeed. And for the quarterbacks, so they get low the line. They did their job. It's the quarterback's job just to find a crease and dive.
Find a crease and just get in there. Ordinarily, you start low yourself, get low behind that offensive line. But sometimes they do such a great job, you can almost fall forward and find the crease for a touchdown.
Out out as the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the... He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Now Drake. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Play action. It's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Hilton's first catch, good for a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run to Drake. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new
Tell me how. Oh, okay. I thought it said broken rib. I was about to say, how the fuck a broken rib he gonna come back? They said bruised rib.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. Running, it's Drake. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And they drop it for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They'll get it to Drake, running left. And strong.
I just had this motherfucker 3rd and 20 and hit the motherfucking quarterback at his feet for
on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And they'll run it here. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. The play clock getting low, so Sean Payton says let's take a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. To throw is Wilson. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he gets this out to Foster on the right side. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a 1st down. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game. On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
To him right up the gut. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And it would appear the Colts are going to win the football game. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Right back to Drake. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Taking it about the 36. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. And now out come the Jags. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat-and-mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw, deep depth. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Wilson going to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right?
Man, I ordered a motherfucking phone. Now these motherfuckers talking about it ain't gonna ship to May 22nd.
Very good about that victory.
So for Indianapolis, it's hallelujah time as they finally get that first win after 13 losses. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Houston Texans next week. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they drop their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gunn. You've been watching the NFL.